Okay guys, the first thing I'm going to go ahead and start with is making my compote. And I'm going to go in with my strawberries. And this is basically one of the little small packages of strawberries, fresh strawberries that I just cut up. So we're going to go in with our sugar. And I'm using equal parts sugar and equal parts water. I'm going to make like a compote. And kind of like a simple syrup, you want to use equal parts sugar, equal parts water. So that's 2 cups of sugar, and I'm going in with 2 cups of water. So I'm going to go ahead and just give this a good stir, and then bring it to a boil. And then as it cooks, it is going to thicken up. So here we are here guys. I went on ahead, I didn't show you guys that part, but I did go in with my little chopper slash little like potato masher or whatever, not chopper, but my potato masher, and I just kind of smushed out my strawberries, because when this thicken up, I want to kind of have strawberries all throughout my strawberry syrup or compote or whatever you guys want to call it. But I'm going to go ahead and just turn this off and then let this cool completely. And as it cool, it is going to thicken up. If you guys want this thicker, you can go ahead and just add like a cornstarch slurry up in here, and you don't have to worry about it not having that really pretty clear color, because as the cornstarch starts to activate and work or whatever, it will clear up. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I might do that myself. I'm not sure, depending on if this, you know, don't get to where I want it, because I want it to be like really, well, not really thick, but a little thick, okay? But we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and just let this cool completely, and I'll just see you guys back once I'm done. So here guys are what I'm going to be using for my cheesecake crust. I'm going to be using shortbread cookies. These cookies right here are the bomb.com. I actually bought 2 boxes of these from Sam's Club. So I figured instead of just using graham crackers, what everybody else like to use, and you know, everybody do use cookies or whatever, but right here guys, shortbread cookies are the best for me, okay? So just go ahead, use what you want. If you guys are used to using the traditional graham crackers, just go ahead and use that. But I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the packs and into a freezer bag, and then I'm just going to go in with my rolling pin and get these all crushed up. Okay, so here we are here. I got all of my cookies into my freezer bag here. And this may seem like a lot of cookies at first once you look at it. But when I make my individual cheesecakes, I like to have a thicker crust, if that makes sense, as opposed to the just regular thin one. But if you guys want to go ahead and use the traditional thin crust for a cheesecake, you can do that. But again, I like mine thick. So I'm going to go ahead and just get the air out of here. So now we're just going to go ahead and just give them a good roll. So here we are here guys. I went on ahead and I did end up adding cornstarch to my strawberry compote, because again, I wanted it thicker than what it was, and this right here is that exact consistency that I'm looking for, because I plan on putting some of this filling inside of my cheesecakes as well as on top. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave this on the stove to cool completely. And as this is cooling, I'm going to go ahead and start on my crumb topping, which we also need to get in the fridge so that it can set. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll see you guys back. So here guys is my cookie crumbles. So, and you guys can see there's still some little chunks in here, but it's all good. Who's going to complain about, you know, biting down on a nice chunk of cookies, especially shortbread cookies? Okay, so here I have about 5 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to go ahead and just give this a good mix. At this point, I'm going to go in with my sugar, and I'm adding about a 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm going to go in each one, like I told you guys before, just go ahead and add the cookie crumbles in there, and then I'll show you guys exactly of how I'm going to mash these down in here. And again, I like to have a thick crust, so I will be adding a little more than normal, okay? Just a FYI for you guys. So again, just go ahead and make your crust how you would want to make your crust. So now what I'm going to do, I have my other rolling pin here, and I'm just going to go in and just kind of press down the crust And then we're going to get these into the fridge. And if you end up having some more of the crumbly topping left over, you can freeze it for later use. Just the FYI for you guys. You can freeze it, and you can freeze it up to about 3 to 4 months. But with this being the summertime, I'm pretty sure, you know, it'll be used up sooner than that. Okay, I'm now going to go on with my whisk attachment. We're going to go ahead and get our cheesecake filling made. So I'm going in with my heavy cream. And this is 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. Couldn't get it out there for a minute, but this is 1 pint, and I went in with the whole thing. So you can see the peaks are forming, so now I'm going to go in with my sugar. So from here, I'm just going to go ahead and do everything by hand. But that right there is what you're looking for. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my vanilla extract. And if you want to add this while it's mixing, you can. But I'll just go ahead and put it in afterwards. Like that. Just like that. So this right here is how we want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and get my jars out of the fridge, and we're going to go ahead and start assembling our mini cheesecakes. So here is how I cut my strawberries. I just cut them into thin slices, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick my strawberries on the side of the jar, pretty much just like that right there. Okay, so I went on ahead and I put my filling into one of my piping bags here. So I'm going to go ahead and just pipe in some of the filling. So here's my filling here after thickening. I pretty much just let it sit. And guys, when I say this is perfect for cheesecakes, it's perfect for ice creams. You can put on top of ice creams. It is just perfect all the way around. So I'm just going to take a spoon of this and go right across the top of that one, and then just kind of smooth it out. I'm just going ahead and just kind of smooth this out. And then I'm going to go on top with more filling. A little bit of my strawberry filling and just go right on top. Just like that. And if it falls to the side, that's a plus. Kind of drizzle down the side. Okay, so here's another way that I'm making the cheesecake without the strawberries on the side. Just going in with my, just kind of need to fill my bag back up. Just going in with some of the cheesecake filling. Just like that. And then add in some of my strawberry topping. And don't be stingy with it, okay? Pretty much like that. Pretty much just like this. So I have a few more to do. So once I'm done with these, I'll bring you guys back, and yeah, I'll just show you how they look once they're done. And here they are, guys. My strawberry cheesecakes are done. As you guys can see, I have some of the fruit only on the sides of some of my jars, not all. Some are just the cheesecake and the strawberry filling, or compote, or whatever you guys want to call it. So that's it for my video. I hope you guys like what you saw. If you did, please give my video a thumbs up. Please support my channel by subscribing. And until next time, you guys take care. Bye.